The Holistic Self-Assessment, Chapter 9, Action Plan. Question: what steps will I take to integrate these exercises and knowledge? You have now completed the Holistic Self-Assessment and worked through several exercises to help implement changes that are necessary for you to reach your goals. As previously mentioned, these steps and exercises should be reworked as often as you need. I suggest a minimum of 10 days to work through the entire assessment for the first time. Once you have become familiar with the process and you begin to do the steps again, you will want to develop an action plan to ensure you consistently apply the lessons and the practices shared within this book. To-do lists. I want to reemphasize the importance of to-do lists. The practice may seem silly, but I have personally found great value in being able to track my progress on a daily basis as I work towards larger goals. Remember to keep your long-term goals in mind when making daily to-do lists. Look back to the short-term and long-term goals you noted in Chapter 3 and make it your daily goal to take one step forward in as many areas of your life as possible. If you have a long-term goal to get a piece of land and grow your own food, for example, today you can add research land prices or research permaculture to your daily to-do lists. These small steps will help you continue to move in the direction of your goal. Do not be too hard on yourself if you do not get to all of your daily goals. Focus on the most pressing matters first and then do what you can. If you do not get to a goal, move it to the next day. The to-do lists provide not only simple ways to track your progress, but also offer visual reminders of the progress you are making when you mark items off of them. If you don't want to constantly be throwing away paper, I recommend getting a whiteboard or a dry erase board or two. These simple steps can help you more effectively achieve your goals. Goal charts. While the to-do lists are helpful for day-to-day accomplishments, creating goal charts can help you stay focused on the short-term and long-term goals. In Chapter 2, you separated your goals into different categories spanning different parts of your life. You identified the categories and then mapped out steps to take in the next month, 6 months, and so on. It's important to refer to these charts on a weekly, if not daily, basis. Make an effort to use your to-do lists and goal charts together. The goal charts and the to-do lists are your daily mechanisms for accomplishing your long-term goals. Nonviolent communication. The value of nonviolent communication cannot be stressed enough. When we are able to effectively communicate our feelings, the needs that arise from our feelings, and the requests we have for others to meet our needs, we create a space for authenticity to thrive. When both parties' needs are being met, vulnerability and honesty can flow, and through that, healing can take place. I highly recommend picking up a copy of Marshall Rosenberg's Nonviolent Communication for an in-depth look at nonviolent communication strategies. For now, just know that when one member of a conversation feels their needs are not being met, there is a good chance there will be conflict. Understanding and recognizing opportunities to compassionately express your feelings, needs, and requests, as well as honor those of others, is a vital aspect of approaching your goals holistically. Meditation. Every year there are new studies confirming the health, mental and physical, benefits of meditation, and certain cultures have known about its benefits to spiritual health for generations. The simple reality is that when you make time for introspection and quiet time within your own mind, you allow thoughts and opportunities for new growth to flow freely. Don't forget that meditation is not only applicable when you are at the spiritual retreat or yoga studio. You can find time for introspection every single day in some way. I find bike rides to be a very meditative time for me where my thoughts flow and I am able to process certain feelings that I might not have even been aware of previously. Even if you are only able to take 5 minutes to yourself at the end of your day to sit, relax, and allow your mind to settle and see what comes up, you are likely to see a noticeable difference in your stress levels and over time, your ability to remain balanced during any chaos that may come your way. Sharing with family and friends. Finally, it is important to mention that if you find this assessment to be valuable, it will probably be worthwhile to take an opportunity to talk to your close friends and family about the experience. Share what you are comfortable with in a way that will help those closest to you see you are interested in healing. Perhaps start by asking them if they have ever stopped to ask, "Who am I?" Maybe ask them what their principles are and what goals they have. Start a conversation with the intention of hearing where they are in their journey. If you feel it is relevant or will be helpful, let them know about the progress you have been making and offer to support them in their efforts. When we help others in their healing process, we are simultaneously healing and empowering ourselves. Together, each of us will help our species move forward into a new paradigm where basic principles like the Golden Rule and the 7th Generation Principle will be the norm. Chapter 10. Track your progress. Question: how can I hold myself accountable? A recurring theme in this assessment is that each of us is capable of helping ourselves evolve to the next stage of our lives. It is completely within reason to believe that if you focus all of your mental, physical, and spiritual energy on achieving the goals and tasks you desire, if you put these objectives before anything else, you can accomplish what you seek. This is the power of personal responsibility and accountability. This means you are solely responsible for whether or not you are capable of living the life you want. This does not mean other people will not make things difficult or that life will not throw you curveballs. However, the way you respond to these situations and to other people's actions is what determines your character and your ability to pursue your dreams in the face of adversity. Life will never completely conform to your needs, but you can learn to navigate these waters with as much balance and concentration as possible. You can have everything you want by identifying your inconsistent actions, examining the root of your trauma, and taking steps to heal. When individual healing is coupled with real-world action in line with your principles, it is inevitable that you will advance towards your goals. I have done my best to present thought experiments, exercises, and tips that have allowed me to pursue the life of my dreams. It is a continuous learning process, and I make no claims that this short guide can solve every issue. If you have an idea for another exercise that works well for you, write it down below. Try to think of specific ways you can hold yourself accountable. Even though you are ultimately responsible for your actions, having a group to study and discuss the assessment with can help keep each other accountable. Use the final blank pages to work through your assessment on a regular basis. Thank you for taking the time for introspection, reflection, and taking tangible steps towards healing yourself and others. You were just listening to The Holistic Self-Assessment by Derrick Broze. This book was originally released in 2018, and it is available all over. You can find it, of course, on Amazon. You can find it through The Conscious Resistance, and you can download it for free at our website as well. Thank you guys for listening. If you haven't heard the past videos, please go back and hear the whole playlist. I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this. Remember, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you are free. Peace.